Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to discuss today with you determination of melting point of an organic compound as a requirement of class 11th CBSE practical series. So we are going to today determine melting point of benzoic acid. The melting point is approximately 121 to 123 degrees C. For this we are going to use the apparatus, capillary tubes, concentrated sulfuric acid bath. We can use liquid paraffin or concentrated sulfuric acid. The liquid to be used for this purpose should have high boiling point so that its temperature can be raised without boiling of the liquid. Here I am going to use a thermometer, a stand, a clamp. So this thermometer can read up to 360 degrees C, and then this is a Bunsen flame. This is the organic compound in a watch glass. So I am going to heat this capillary tube. I have this capillary with its both ends open. So I'll be closing one end of this tube by heating it in the flame. Keep swirling so that a bulb is formed but it doesn't bend at that end. So you can see one end has fused. So I'm going to use this fused capillary tube. Must make sure it is fused properly. So a bulb has been formed at one end, and now with the open end I am going to fill benzoic acid. For this, immerse it in this heap of benzoic acid and tap it gently. Again dip, immerse, and again tap. Make sure there is no air bubble. The compound is nicely and densely packed into this capillary tube. You can see the compound is going in the capillary tube, right? So we have approximately 2 to 3 centimeter of the length of this capillary tube already filled with the compound, and now we are going to set the setup. You can see this is densely packed, right? And now we will set the sulfuric acid bath. For that, this is the apparatus. I am going to take this beaker of concentrated sulfuric acid. You have to handle it with care. I have placed this. I'll remove the flame. This is a beaker containing sulfuric acid, and we are going to set this thermometer into this sulfuric acid. So this is how I have set the thermometer in the sulfuric acid bath, a little above the base, not touching the base, but nicely immersed in the sulfuric acid bath, and I can see the reading. It is approximately reading close to around 30 degrees. So now I am going to put the filled capillary in this. Now how do we put the capillary? I am just going to dip the capillary and hold it closer and leave it, and it will stick to the thermometer. So I have fit this capillary tube. See, it is neither fixed with any rubber band nor any thread. It is simply sticking to the thermometer due to cohesive forces. Viscous liquids provide cohesive forces which hold the glass together. This glass holds another due to strong forces. So now I am going to start heating it, and keep looking at the rise in temperature. The point where this substance melts completely is the melting point of the substance. So we are going to observe the rise in temperature. I will stir this solution softly in order to let uniform distribution of heat. you can see the temperature rising. Now the temperature is more than 40 and you can observe the increase in temperature. This is the rise in temperature from 40 to 50 and now it's going closer to 60. It's roughly 55. Melting point of a substance is the temperature at which it melts, that is, it exists in equilibrium between its, like, both the liquid and the solid states exist in equilibrium at normal atmospheric pressure. So you can still observe the solid has not melted. You can see the solid here in the lower part of the bulb. You can see heat being transferred. Right? And let us see the temperature. The temperature has reached 80. Now we can see the temperature has reached close to 100. And the substance is still, now it has melted. It has melted at this temperature. You can see it has, right? So we note the temperature. The temperature is somewhere around 108. Now this temperature is suggesting that the sample that we took was not pure, because impurities decrease the melting point of a substance. So our experimental value has come out somewhere around 108 and the actual value should have been 121 to 123 degrees C. So what are we going to do? We are going to take the sample once again, repeat the entire process once again, fill a new capillary tube and then take the second reading for melting point, and then the average of 2 will give us an idea of the actual melting point of this substance. If the melting point is not as quoted in the tables, that means this is an impure substance. So I am attaching the written part along with this. Hope this helps. So if you like it, please share and subscribe. Thank you. This is how you have to record your copy. Aim on both sides, left hand side as well as right hand side. Requirements, left hand side. Procedure on the right hand side. You can just pause the video and copy the details. You can make the words condensed. You can write in your own words. So the diagrams and the content, this is how it goes. Observations and precautions. I hope this helps.